Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports from the 6. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone in the coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He'll look to throw. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Logan Hall is there for the stop. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's still the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Pushes him over. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to his left. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Barkley again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go, Pat.
They'll drop to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega right side. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now goes a pickup of 42 on the catch and run. Really, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The Falcons had 10 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ritter's throw complete. This is London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. After one, 7-3 the score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Red cycle.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends as we've seen so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
They get this out left. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. The lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. There's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll go to Barkley again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The tackle by Caleb Barnes.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Barkley. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Practice. Sit. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Green Jacks. Right.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's
it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, they're the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal is to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now. Got me lying.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
It's not the first time we've seen him get one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week, and he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposite. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling on the line check. So that was a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, here's White.
They'll get this down to the 38.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but he hasn't won.
We got to give him one. I mean, with the year he's had, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Shoves him aside.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They give to White on the option.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
7 yards there and a first down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's It's 3rd and 2.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, C. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the touchdown! Jones, 79 yards. The Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Ritter will throw for it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go with White on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Take it in at the 22.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there and a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
38. 10 cycles. 22 meters.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
97.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground, we've got to get it back.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Hot 70. 70. Warriors 70.
They're going to look to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, yes, Broncos. 79 Broncos.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's Miller, complete. Down inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Buccaneers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
Then will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
5, 2, 6, 7.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Set, ready. Drill green. Red, cycle. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And remember, field goal does him no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Here we go, here we go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, Bucs, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return. And they've taken the lead.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles, and that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for the Bucs, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.